to. The world away is streaming live. Models and projects coming alive. A car crash maybe with a mug of Kraken. Stand by for laughs and let's get branded. Let's get branded. I've got two dachshunds who love to bark and a resin cube around a shark. Hello, Christian from Grantham. I hope you love my new anthem. The world away is streaming live. Models and projects coming alive. A car crash maybe with a mug of Kraken. Stand by for laughs and let's get branded. Let's get branded. Let's get branded. Let's get branded. Let's get branded.
I'm claiming that.
crazy.
I'm claiming that before anyone puts it in, even though
I'm
Ferrari
pretty sure I won it.
2000G knew who it
Pretty
was.
sure I won
Ray
it.
McFadden, you're too late. It
Yeah.
was Con Air.
Come on. I got that 7 hours ago. Maybe 2 minutes
As soon
ago.
as it popped up on the screen, Russell got it in. Bless you.
My wife would have got it just like that.
It was Con Air. Put the bunny back in the box. Luke,
Oh,
you've seen
Nick.
that film, right?
Oh, Nick.
You must have seen that film. Okay, for anyone who doesn't know, this is my good friend Russell, who we've known for God, how long we've known? It's been a long time.
75 years.
Yeah,
I know we don't
counting.
look it, but
And we've already
It's
been
going back.
on the sauce.
cheers, brother.
Lots of sauce. So this could be an interesting stream tonight, I have to say.
It could be real short.
So I normally have an open monologue, but yeah, we're not going to do that because that's just asking for trouble straight away. What I'm going to be doing, I want to check. Oh God, I'm clipping. Let me just turn my mic down a bit. Hang on, test. I'm clipping a bit. So hopefully you can both hear us because I don't normally use the lavalier mic. So there might be a case with the lips might be tiny out of sync. I won't worry because the drink makes that happen as well. So
And if anyone's seen, an old dubbed kung fu movie or something, you'll be fine. You'll be fine.
Wait, missed me saying it from the start within a few seconds. I didn't see that.
I didn't see it.
No.
I think
hang
it's a
on.
guaranteed win for me.
I'm looking back. I'm looking back, Ian. Hi, Mark's Mods. No. Chris Hurst. Hi, almost cleaned up.
No.
I hope
Just delete it anyway.
if I see it, yeah. I can't see it, Ian.
No, definitely. I've definitely won the bunny in a box.
You said it as well. Wait a minute. Loads of people said it. What's going on here? Hang on. Perhaps I missed a load of stuff.
Are we looking at the right feed?
I hope I am. Hang on. This is worrying me now. Ethan Gold, you get. Oh, yes. Watch out for part work upgrades. That was all before the stream.
So sorry, everybody. We haven't got a script.
No, we got no script tonight.
No
at all.
script.
Star Trek
Agents
Rises
didn't send one
Fatality.
over.
Hey, you found your channel, Wayne. You're wondering about the SR-71. Wayne, someone standing on the network cable gets freezes. I've got no dropouts at the
Nothing.
moment.
No.
Aircraft carrier, a tub of chocolate. I'm missing a load of chat.
I think that a load of people were just shouting it at the screen rather than actually typing
The
it down.
ship had disappeared tonight. That was one of the technical problems we had. So I don't know where the ship was. Someone said fugitive. I didn't see anything else come up on the chat. Why aren't I getting lots of things on the chat? Well, I'm sorry if you got Con Air, but I didn't see it. It's not on my chat. So I don't know.
What can we do? We've got technical difficulties, people.
I don't know.
Happens all the
Although
time.
it's just a case of like Spartacus. You know, I got it and so did my wife.
What's that?
Con Air. So,
there you go.
Yeah, look, you got it.
Pal,
Steve got
SW
it.
Pal.
I
There
can
you
see
go.
Steve got it. Two wide up Brits. Oh, yeah, tonight we are. I can't
You can just Uber us out to you if you need us for a party. It's all good.
We got Kevin and Mary said contain. That's kind of like Con Air.
I'd call that a radical interpretation of the text.
I'm sorry. Look, it looks like we're having technical issues tonight. But Steve, I managed to find your one. So there you go.
We have got technical issues. We've got no scripts. My agent said I was coming on something called World of Fish. I've seen no fish.
So let's talk
far.
about this. We've had a bit of a nightmare week. This has been like 2016. We lost Dolly Parton at the start of the week. We've lost Tim Curry, and now today we've lost Peter Cullen. Obviously, the voice of Optimus Prime. It comes in free. Let's hope that's it for this week.
We're done.
Crazy,
We're done with this
absolute
week.
crazy crap week. So not good for those, but I thought we'll get out of the way now. But you know, hopefully they're in a better place now. I will try and pick up a chat. Someone said it before me. I didn't see it on the chat here. I've got no idea why. That's never happened before. Just like the spaceship disappearing on that freeze. I don't
And
know
it's
why that
certainly
happened.
not me. I have done nothing to Wayne's technical ability. I'm fairly certain it's the booze.
Yeah.
He's probably just not clicked
And
something.
people who say you're freezing, I'm not freezing on my system. I've dropped no frames, so I don't know what's going on there. You survived the death of Optimus Prime at 9 years old. I didn't expect to do it twice in my lifetime. Yeah, no, that was pretty traumatic. Do you ever see that when it first came out?
Yeah, that was a bit of a stunning sort of.
Well, I thought
the TV show. It was so good, and then in one movie to kill practically everybody.
Why would you do that?
Brutal.
It's like
brutal.
it's like we've got a great franchise here. I know what we do. Let's kill everyone. It's like-
There was a cartoon movie that came out at a similar sort of time. It was called The Legend of Orange, Star Chaser, The Legend
Yes,
of Orange.
I remember that.
And again, as a child, I was shocked to see death in a cartoon.
Star Chaser.
People getting killed by rock falls and
Legend of
murdered and
Orange.
it was
Oh my
just
God.
shocking.
That's
Absolutely
a
shocking.
blast from the past. big
I knew
time.
you'd like that one.
I'm just trying to think. When did that come out? That was
81, 2,
yeah.
something like that. It was.
Wow.
I'm not sure. We'll have to look it
Star-
up. Look it up. We've got the world's knowledge at our fingertips here.
Wow,
I'm sure
yeah,
we'll
no,
figure it
I
out.
wasn't aware.
Someone in the community will know. One of you guys will know.
Do you remember Star Chaser, Legend of Orange? I did, Ian. Ian, I got your picture. Am I okay to show that picture, Ian? Just out of curiosity about that mod that you've done. You have to let me know before I show it. Obviously, I'm just going to click over the monitor here. Test. Make sure you can still hear me. That's not us. We want to go to this one here. Fan Home have got a couple of new releases. They've got Sauron, which I think I mentioned last week, an 84cm Sauron, but they've also got the Bugatti, which I believe I tested on the channel about 4 years ago, and it's finally turned up. So we got a lot of announcements by the look of it from Fan Home at the moment. Just looking at the Fan Home page here, as you can see. I believe on Saturday. What day is it today? Friday, Thursday.
Thursday.
It's gonna be one of them nights today. Thursday.
We're going with that.
Yeah, Thursday. I believe on Saturday there's going to be an announcement for Magora models as well, so you might want to check that out when that happens, which is going to be pretty cool. What I'm going to try and get back onto the chat, but I don't know what's going on with chat there. So, Jezzo didn't know about the last one, really? Oh, you didn't know? Oh my god, yeah, that was announced a couple of hours ago. I just heard that Elton John has bought his pet rabbit a treadmill. It's a little fit, mummy.
Oh, Mark. How droll.
Mark, he comes out with some classics, Mark does. I was wondering why my phone was beeping for half an hour. Then I saw a notification of Peter Cullen passing away, and I just froze for a minute or two. It's crazy. Watership Down got me all good with Death and Cartoon.
Oh, yeah, Watership Down. God,
Well,
tragic. Loads of death in that.
Funny enough, Matthews, you must be like had bugged our house. I was having a conversation with Esther about Watership Down, and I'm like, do you remember the plague dogs?
Plague dogs.
The dogs which have got like the plague and they're escaping everyone, and then at the end they swim out to sea, but there's no land, so you just figure they die of exhaustion.
No?
Oh, okay.
The hell was that?
Don't
That
watch
sounds-
it. Don't watch
that
it.
sounds
That's traumatizing.
desperately traumatizing, yeah.
Parker the Ocker levels of like
Oh,
traumatizing.
no, not that.
it is.
No. Can't go through that again.
Oh, bless.
That's too brutal.
Oh, thank you, Ed. I'll share that now then. So basically, obviously, you saw me build the Orca this week, and we've got the dilemma of the cage. I don't know if we're getting another cage, I have to say. I really don't know. But if you want to have the cage flat packed, you can't just leave it because you've got to get the posts in, so you have to build it. And it means cutting it up and all of that. Well, part work upgrades. I think you've been working on this, haven't you, Ian? But I don't know if is it ready now? I'm going to show you this now. As you can see, they're going to have a... Yeah, look, we've got the different. I'm glad you know.
Different
Social
angles.
media. Look, from Part Work Upgrades. I don't know when this is going to be available. We've got a toolbox as well here.
Can you hold the QR code on the screen for people, or is that?
Yeah.
Is
I
that
think
a
so.
thing?
I don't know where that leads.
Yeah, we don't know where that leads. Yeah, it could be. Sorry if it doesn't lead where you want it to go.
But obviously we've got the Part Work Upgrades. You know the link to it because it was on the start of this stream. But that's from Part Work Upgrades. So that's going to be a big fix. It's going to save a lot of time of having to saw the thing in half. I haven't really had a good look at it yet, to be honest with you. So we'll have to see on that one. But
You sound like every engineer. Haven't had a good look at it yet.
yeah, I haven't had a good look.
Read the manual before you build
I
it.
built it and I'm like, yeah.
I've still got 17 pieces left over. I think I've done something wrong.
How do I want the diorama? Because if I have it built, then I need to have the Orca half sunk. So
Yes.
how do I have it half sunk? Do I shave the bottom off and have it like it goes backwards, doesn't it?
It gets busted up pretty bad, so maybe
the transom
you'll
off.
need to smash up the sides.
Chuck a shark on it.
Chuck a shark.
Yeah, that'll do.
Maybe you can have like a,
Oh,
I don't know, some kind of hybrid diorama. Something else is breaking the ship in half.
Lou says Hasbro wanted to wipe out Generation 1 so they could launch the second generation of toys with the movie. It's all about the toys at the end of the day then.
Toys.
Then they realised it was such a big mistake. So I believe it was the fan pressure that made them turn back on that. But yeah, that was pretty crazy back in the youth. I'm trying to think what other things, because we had some pretty... Because I've been watching Ulysses again. Since watching the Odyssey, I've been watching Ulysses 31.
Ulysses
again.
31.
I thought that's pretty crazy as well. It's like,
Why were they so far from Earth? It's
Yeah.
crazy, you know.
Did
Did they ever get back? I can't remember.
Yeah, he got back. He
Yeah.
got back. But yeah, he doesn't. He still follows the story of the Odyssey
Yeah.
closely, sort of thing. Although for some reason these crew are all like floating for some reason.
Well, it's set in space. Ulysses 31. It's the clue's in the name. No more for you. I'm cutting you off.
Just still coming. I'm on rum tonight. A Sailor Jerry, I think. I don't know. It's rum. It's
Good
done.
spice rum.
I watched Richard Dreyfuss shark movie the other night. Not Jaws. Into the Deep.
To the deep.
Interesting film. Interesting film. If you
film.
haven't seen it, the closing credits also need to be watched. I've never seen it. Into the Deep. He did another shark film.
Dun dun dun.
Into the Deep. Dreyfuss. I've never heard of it. So normally
No, that's completely wrong. That's Into the Drip.
Into the Deep.
There you go.
There it
Into
is.
the
Look,
Deep.
there's a shark. Wow. That's
Well,
good, isn't
when
it?
was it made? 2025.
Oh, is that new?
Oh, it's super new.
Is it the film Into the Deep? There's a shark on it.
Richard Dreyfuss.
Wow. Yep, wasn't aware of that, I have to say. Wasn't aware of that at all.
We'll give that a one.
Freezing's getting worse. I'm not dropping any frames. How can I be freezing? Let me have a look what we got here. Hang on.
Have you just got so much
what
stuff
I'm going to do is I'm going
or
to turn my Plex server off.
turn everything off you don't know.
And I'll quit. I've got nothing else running. So, yeah, don't know. It says I'm freezing, but I'm not. I'm not dropping frames anyway, so it can't be on my end. I don't know. We'll figure that one out. We'll figure it out. Where was we? Hi, Wayne, how you doing? Greetings to the guests. This is Russell. Good. I haven't seen you for ages, Good. You know about the new exclusive collection in Mexico from Hachette, Build the Herbie. Yes. You know what? I would absolutely love to build
bug.
Herbie.
Oh,
To build a
fantastic,
love bug. I would love to build Herbie. That would be a model. I was actually considering buying a Volkswagen Beetle, a 1/8 scale.
And just
doing
make it,
doing
just
with Herbie.
modern it, yeah.
But Mexico are the only people that have got the license to do it at the moment.
Oh, really?
So it might be a case of speaking to Gerd or my good friend Ricardo and saying, if I can
Trying to
get this
get
and
to
get it
ship it
delivered to
over.
him. He's
Yeah.
in the Ricardo he's in the Yucatan. So I'm hoping, Ricardo, and then he comes to Underfest. So when I'm in Louisville,
Sweet.
pick him up.
That could be something to
good
bring on
idea.
back. Yeah.
That's a good idea. Send the
I like
Bugatti
it.
to Matt Armstrong. It's the only way Bugatti will send him the parts. I understand Matt Armstrong's on good terms with Bugatti now. From the last one I saw, and his Bugatti seems to be working fine now. If Bugatti back, there's hopefully Apollo 11 Eagle. That could be a good one. Yeah, definitely. Oh, here we go. I went to a fancy dress and decided to go as a sweet shop owner. I went into the lounge to show off my outfit to my friend. She said, give us a twirl. Blimey, I thought I must look convincing.
Nice.
The Bugatti looks cheaply made. Well, I did do the trial. The trial looked pretty cool, but I think I only did 4 episodes of that. That's probably on the channel somewhere. I've got no idea where.
I've had 5 Bugattis, cost me 17 million. I sent them all back.
Shocking. You multi-billionaire,
Shocking.
you. In last month or two, I saw over a dozen of cartoon movies. There was never so many deaths as in the Transformers movies. Dramas.
I can believe it. Yeah,
They needed
and
some
literally all in the first, like, they didn't even really ease it in. It was just a massacre like the first 15 minutes, wasn't it?
Anime has some deaths in them. For example, we were talking about this about anime and how the anime today is like the kids' Bugs Bunny back in our day.
Yeah,
right?
cosplay everywhere, everyone dressing up as anime.
And then from that, because obviously Blockbuster days, we got talking about Fist of the North Star. That had a few deaths.
the old anime manga stuff, the first stuff that came over. Yeah, it was just.
That had a few deaths, like the ripping the guy in half and the blood spraying all over the screen.
Akira,
the
Project
Legend of the
Echo.
Demon Womb.
Yeah, all these Gundam and Guyver, all these mass blood everywhere.
So yeah, I think it's sort of expected. I think that's probably why we're so shocked before those sort of films came out.
Yeah, now it all seems to be more cutesy.
But you know what? I don't know if you know this. Remember Battle of the Planets?
Yeah.
Yeah, with
G-Force.
Yeah. Well, that's based on an old Japanese thing called Gatchaman.
Yeah,
right?
Gatchaman,
Now,
yeah.
If you watch Gatchaman,
You put it on Plex.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if you watch it, they cut the scenes for Battle of the Planets because it's quite.
Oh, really?
Quite a violent cartoon.
And, you know,
But we never got to see that.
no, I guess when you're growing up, when we was watching Battle of the Planets or the edited version of Gatchaman, it was just there was a lot of gunfire. There was a lot of throwing of darts and
a lot of
different sorts of and lots of Keop just freaked me out all the time. I don't know what that guy was saying, but yeah, there was. You could tell that there was probably more violence than you realised.
Someone saying that QR code was a Pete's Hunt leak.
Sorry about that.
Brendan here on continuing the EU. Now, Bergdis lives in Iceland. So it's
Oh, right, yeah.
Oh, thank
If,
you,
if
Ian.
Iceland attempt to join the EU, where does that leave? Like Norway and such. They're going to have no choice but to climb on it, I guess.
Well, we're the whole of Scandinavia. I went to the butcher and said, "Can I have an asteroid pie, please?" The butcher asked, "What's an asteroid pie?" I said, "Well, it's like the one you sold me yesterday, only a little meteor."
That's terrible. My son would love
Oh
that.
my
That's
God.
a proper dad joke.
Thank you for all the gifts, by the way, Ian. I did see you gave 10 gifts at the start of the stream, but that's disappeared, so I don't know what's going on tonight. And obviously now we've got Matthias. So Matthias, thank you. You've gifted. They love this because I can't pronounce these names. Grizzly5138, Lotus Al, Soulful Singer, and Wells, and Archaeological Goose.
Archaeological
What
Goose.
was the
What a
guy we
name.
had called Rectum something? Was it?
Love it.
It was a funny name. It was. This is where I get my new usernames from. There we go. Naruto. That was cool. I remember Naruto. Transformers and G.I. Joe, a 22-minute cartoon episodes advert for toys. Maybe some other shows like Mars 2. Mars was wicked. Mars needs to come back.
Crusaders. Yeah.
Working overtime.
Fighting
they were.
crime they were.
Yeah,
Fighting
they were.
crime.
They were secret raiders.
That's right. Who would neutralise. As soon as they arrived.
And
there was no
Tracker's
mucking
going to
around.
lead the mission. And that guy,
That Spectrum.
Yeah, it's supervision.
Supervision. All right, no more boost for us, obviously.
When are you going to have a Titanic? Look, I've got. Funny you should say that.
I've seen the Titanic.
Yeah, Russell's seen. Look, tomorrow on the channel, I have got a Titanic video going up. Okay, it's stage 135. I'd already done it on the member stream, but I used different cameras and I've edited it down. So that's going to be on the channel tomorrow because there might be a video this week on Saturday.
Right.
Okay, that's all I can say. But there might be a video on Saturday. But there's going to be a Titanic video tomorrow, JP. So you'll be happy.
And the video on the Titanic may look suspiciously like a clip from the movie.
Yeah. So let's try not to get sued. I asked my neighbour why he had a fried egg on his head. He told me that boiled ones just kept rolling off.
God.
Oh, Mark, you're on it tonight. I tried tap dancing once, but it kept falling off. Yeah, no, I'm not freezing anywhere else. It must be your
Everyone's
connection.
good. Who's
Stream is
freezing?
5x5 in the US. Texas. Texas is freezing here.
Texas is freezing.
Yeah.
It's not. I've been there. It's warm. It's warm. It's nice.
We like Texas. Good day, Wayne. Long time no speak. Or been on a live stream for a long time. Miss it. Stephen from hello, Stephen. How's it going? Ferrari. Hi, Wayne. How are you? Any thoughts of the Agora release? Thinking, what's that? F1 car.
Go down there.
Thinking F1 car WB. See what I mean about it freezing though, and that's why I'm like. I have to keep,
don't you have the? You've got this. Can't you use that?
I didn't see that. I've been using this. Is that what I've been doing wrong?
I don't know. It's got an arrow. It's pointing down, dude.
Yeah.
Come on.
Okay. That might be what I've been doing wrong all these years.
You're supposed to be the tech guy. Come on.
Ricardo mentioned it. It's very unreliable to pick up Salvat parts at their newsstands. Oh, is it? Do they not do subscription in Mexico then? Because I'd love to do that build. You'll definitely do the Apollo 11 Eagle. That would be a wicked one as well. Darren wants the X-Wing. Obviously, I did the X-Wing, but obviously, you know, it fell off the side and smashed into a billion pieces. Speaking of the Transformers movie, did you get a chance to see the movie in the cinema? I saw Transformers, the new one, Transformers 1. I never got to see the original, no. Because they reissued the original one, didn't they, into the cinemas? I didn't see that. They made a live-action Gatchaman film, but it's horrible.
Cheers to that, Matthias. We won't be worrying with that then.
Oh, Steve, bless you. Well, you're back here now, so... I think it was Rectal Cannon. It was a funny old name. I remember that. I was trying to keep a straight face while I'm doing the stream because he had such a brilliant name. Okay, you need to watch Mask. Yeah, Mask is wicked. You got just for the theme tune.
Oh yeah,
The Mask theme tune that we were just singing there is almost up there with the. Do you remember that?
Jason the Wheeled Warriors.
Well, that one. But do you remember it wasn't a cartoon? But do you remember that? That poor dog who found a place that kept on calling him. And down the road is where he'd always be. And every stop he made, right, he would make a new friend. And he couldn't stay for long. He'd just turn around and he'd be gone again. remember that? That littlest hobo?
Yeah, Littlest Hobo. Yeah, God, it was sad. It was the Littlest Hobo was like watching just the end of every Incredible Hulk episode ever, where it's just super sad and he's got to leave every time.
The
Oh.
piano medley. I don't set fire to the Titanic, especially because this one's metal and plastic.
Yeah, don't mix. That's it.
My bank just employed a tub of chocolate spread behind the counter. Apparently, it's a Nutella.
Oh, I'm going to tell Ben that when I get home. That's hilarious.
By the way, that James Bond event you have been with Cars and Props was for invite only. It was invite only, yeah, because obviously I was at a private residence. But it was brilliant. If you haven't seen that, either go on my page and look at the playlist. I put it in there, or go onto the Agora Model site. It was a roadshow episode. I get to go in a lot of the James Bond cars, like the Vanquish, the Mark 1 Mustang, I saw the DB5, Lotus Esprit. There were 7 Lotus Esprits there, and you see loads of props from For Your Eyes Only. Brilliant event it was.
There's probably 7 Lotus because they stink a lot.
Yeah. If you get a chance, watch G.I. Joe Resolute. It's the best G.I. Joe movie you can find it on YouTube. You know, until the YouTube came around, I didn't even know what G.I. Joe was.
Well, G.I. Joe
we were Action
wasn't
Man,
really...
wasn't it?
Yeah, well, no, actually, it wasn't... the G.I. Joe... All the toy range, G.I. Joe and the cartoon and everything in America. Over here, for some reason, they changed it to Action Force.
Oh, right. That
Which was just...
right, okay.
I don't know why they decided to call it Action Force here, but yeah, it took a while for everyone to catch up and realise that they were the same thing.
I went to you went to a fancy dress party with a girl on my back. Everyone asked what I came as. I said a turtle. They were like, "Why is the girl on your back?" I'm like, "Oh, her. She's Michelle."
Oh, God.
Michelle. Is Agora announcing a new model like the? I can't possibly comment about anything like that, Adam. Now I have a dilemma with the Bugatti announced by Fan Home. The wife has. It's that or tattoos. I'm booked in for November for my 5th, and it's costing me £350 for another tattoo. Have you got a tattoo already? Because you know there's always time to have tattoos. Do you think Mike Graham will do any mods when Airwolf comes out? Probably, but it depends how good the model is when we see it, because we're waiting to see how that's going to come out.
Airwolf. What a show. That was so good.
We loved Airwolf.
Everybody wanted that.
Hopefully there'll be an update for Airwolf soon, so we'll have to see. But I thought, well, while Russell's here, we're gonna just have a quick chat about something here, and that is, let me close these here. We were just digging through some old photos here. I'm going to show you these photos because some of them, if you're a Star Trek fan, you're going to love this. So basically, back in 2007, we were going to do the West Highland Way for the 4th time or 3rd time. It was
Second time?
Third. I think it was the 3rd time. It
When
was
did
the 3rd
we-
time. It was the 3rd.
We fared
the first
better on the
one we
third
failed,
time.
The 2nd time we done really well, and it was the 3rd time that we were meant to be doing the West Highland Way.
Right.
Right. And then what happened is Russell called me up and he says, Wayne, how would you fancy this? Like, we could do the West Highland Way, start from Glasgow, we get all our kit and we walk, or we go to Las Vegas.
That was my plan.
So I was like, okay, let's do that. So that's what we did. We went to Las Vegas. Okay. So
Way better than walking through.
so as you see, we've got some pictures here.
crippling-
And these
crippling
pictures,
mountains.
These pictures here are basically on the West Highland Way the year before, sort of thing. But this is what this picture here is all about. That we ended up in Las Vegas.
no,
basically.
we ended up on the bridge of the
Oh,
Enterprise.
well, we did.
Got
But do you remember
drafted.
where this was?
You know, that was just outside our.
No. Do you remember where that was?
Was that Minneapolis?
It was Minneapolis.
Minneapolis, yeah,
That's
Minneapolis,
Airport.
yeah.
So we flew into Minneapolis, and that's
Oh, yeah,
Minneapolis
that's right.
Airport looking
I'm actually
pretty.
thinking I
pretty
flew in
empty.
with my sister into Minneapolis. But it
No,
was, yeah,
no,
that's
we
right,
did.
yeah.
Like your boy looking bored. You had like a 7-hour layover. So, but yeah. So the reason, like, I mean, it was a lovely thing, but the reason we got there was because of this. Now this,
That wasn't the sole reason.
no, this. Well, it was.
It was all about the gambling and the shows and the booze.
Well,
and the...
originally it was about
ended
the
up being
gambling
the
shows, but then we discovered the ones of the Walk Core Breach. So again, this is the size of a bowling ball. It's a fish tank basically, with full of every rum known to man, some razzmatazz, dry ice to make it bubble, and yeah, and it's served in this big sort of like whatever this is. Yeah, okay. Now get the scene. One of those will kill you. Okay, right. Bearing in mind, Russell's already had a Romulan owl here, right? So he's already drunk, yeah? Me, on the other hand, I think I had a Romulan owl as well, actually.
Yeah, we
looking at
both
it,
did.
before we started on the Walk Core Breaches. Now, obviously, this was at the Sahara. We went on some of the rides at the Stratosphere and stuff. But then we found our home was at, look, the Mirage's not there anymore.
No.
Right, so we found our home back in this Quark's Bar, as it's called. This was Quark's Bar when it was there at the Hilton, okay?
Oh, fun times.
Right, yeah. It was brilliant times. And we kind of spent all our time there. And for that reason, we decided to have another walk operation or two.
That might have been the same day. I don't know. We had like 3 or 4 on the trot.
And as you can see, as these pictures go on, that was the day that things just got really nasty. We had a backstage tour going on, and
You got lost.
I got lost.
You just vanished for like 40 minutes.
I did. I vanished. I didn't know where I was, but we did find the bar.
Again,
I
and
bought
again.
another walk or breach. So 3 walk or breaches down. Seriously, we were completely whammed. You
Only at that point did the barman say, ask us for our ID and say,
yeah.
Are you sure you want another one? With like,
so if you
obviously
don't know
never seen
Vegas,
European drink before.
we were staying at the Stratosphere. This was at the Hilton.
The Hilton,
So we
yeah.
had to get
Not far.
we had to get the monorail to the Sahara and then walk back.
That's right, and that's when the
I don't-
monorail didn't go all the way.
Yeah, I don't remember how we got back from the Sahara to the Stratosphere.
No idea.
You passed out. I was meant to see Penn and Teller.
Oh, yeah, you went to the show.
I went to the
was
show
passed
feeling
out.
awful.
You came back and you were like, I feel dreadful. And then I got up and then went to the casino.
But I'm telling you, this is some of the models they had
Oh, spectacular.
in this exhibition were
The
absolutely
models are
brilliant.
so good.
But-
Torpedoes and loads of props and loads of. I mean, check this one out. This like all the
That was the
Borg
Borgs,
and
wasn't it? Yeah. So that's
crazy. Just endless amounts of stuff. It's like a
what
whole
they did is
museum.
They were showing us how the rides actually work. So there was 2 separate experiences. You had the Klingon encounter, which was like one of those shuttles. Thing, but
Flying through
it's quite clever. You
space,
beam onto the deck of the Enterprise, which is cleverly done
Yeah,
with
it's
walls
very
falling
cleverly
down and all
done.
that. And then we had the right. Remember, we're
We
drunk.
weren't supposed to talk about it. They told us at the end. I know that was 20 years ago.
Not
They
there
were like,
anymore,
don't
right?
tell everyone the secrets.
But it gets better because we're drunk, okay? I admit we're drunk. We didn't mean to be drunk, but we had something called a 4D encounter with a Borg.
That's right, yeah.
Right, so they had actors in Borg chasing you through the corridors. Little Miss Brave here says, "We can take them on."
them.
All right, so we're facing up against the. They're like, "Please, lad, go into the next room," and we're like, "No. Were you trying to simulate us?"
Starfleet doesn't run. We don't run.
Oh, that was a wild
Oh, check
time.
that out. Back when steak and shrimp was $9, people. Come on.
So you
Crazy.
can get a room for
Look at that.
$44.
Barbecue chicken dinner for $5.
You can have cold beer
Come
and
on.
dirty girls and mud wrestling live. This was at the.
And there's no price on that. Practically free. So
This was at the Frontier, I believe. Just before the
yeah,
Stardust.
Frontier, before they.
That was Frontier, yeah. I
Before they
think that was
closed
there.
it
Yeah,
down.
Frontier.
Yeah.
And then Stardust was just before that. None of these places are here anymore.
No. Even Treasure Island is now TI and
Yeah.
something else.
But yeah, this was our Vegas trip in. I mean, it's crazy. These are all pictures of you, I think. Well, look, us throughout the years,
oh, look at
Bless.
my little face.
and
Oh,
your
bless
wedding
her
there,
heart.
and all of that. Look at
Oh,
that.
wonderful.
Blessed. But yeah, so we had a wild time. So I just thought it'd be fun to just have a little bit of a reminisce about Vegas and the Star Trek.
Fun
experience.
times.
And the
if they
Walk
brought
Bridge.
that experience back, I'd go 100%.
Oh yeah, definitely. They definitely need to bring it back. Resolute is awesome. Oh, okay, I'll have to check that.
What that
The
app?
new Duke. Oh, what the hell? Oh, so that makes it jump to the bottom. That's why I don't use that. That's why I use this one here.
One of that gives you the whole block. It just moves,
okay, yeah.
it moves a block up. I guess.
The new Duke thing coming out is as close to Resolute Duke as we're going to get. Okay.
Oh, jig.
Ever hear of the cartoon series Belle and Sebastian?
Everything is secure. I like it.
I watched it in the 80s as a kid. I
Belle
liked
and
it for some reason.
Sebastian. Was it a dog?
No, that was, he's an incredible dog and his name is Sebastian. Sebastian, he
Did I
can
not just say,
draw
is it a dog?
Michelangelo.
Oh,
yeah.
no.
Yeah, he was a dog who
Yeah,
draws.
must have been, yeah.
That wasn't Belle and Sebastian, I don't think.
No? Oh,
I
something else.
got no idea what Belle and Sebastian was.
No, I'm not sure.
Looking forward to Build of Airwolf. Current build for me is the 89 Batmobile on pack 4.
Bill, awesome.
Yeah, we got that. I'm going to be moving that Batmobile over there because I'm going to be bringing the Ecto one back up here. I want to have a James Bond wall downstairs, so I'm going to be bringing the James Bond thing down because I'm building the Citroen from Fuel Eyes Only, the yellow
Yeah.
thing. That's a cool one. College football is here tonight. Oh, nice. You know the Rams' first game of the season's in Australia.
Let's go sports.
See, Russell's a Detroit Lion fan for your sins. You got our own quarterback.
It's been 40 years of pain and suffering, and I mean, we were champions back in the day, but before the Super Bowl days, such a shame.
You got 4 tattoos at the moment. I'm having one on my left arm, half a sleeve. November 1 finishes the sleeve. Right arm is a full sleeve. Wow.
That's lots of stuff. Buy the other thing.
Elf be my ultimate model for a legacy build. It might be one of your biggest models as well, by the sound of it. It's raining here. We had torrential downpours and storms today. Poor Russell's, he's come up from Portsmouth, you see, so it's like...
It's a super fun trip. It only takes 25 days, exciting rail travel.
Needless to
here
say,
in
I
the
think the
UK.
drought has ended, but unfortunately the hosepipe ban hasn't. So I think that's going to be going.
No, we've got no water, and a little bit of rain today doesn't.
Jeff, we
isn't gonna
mentioned that
cut
at the
it.
start of the stream, the Sauron build. It looks interesting. I drank 3 of those walk core breaches at my wedding reception. Really? Oh my god.
Brilliant.
Free killed me, Matty. Seriously, I don't
Yeah,
remember
we were
anything apart from the
blitzed
fact
after
that,
that.
I remember drinking water, watching Penn and Teller, thinking, I feel so ill. I feel so ill. And I came back and then you had brightened up. You had like slept it off.
Yeah, I'd slept it off. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I had a couple of hours sleep. You got back feeling terrible, and I felt okay. And then I went out, and then when I came back, we were back in sync again. You were just waking up. I stayed awake,
But don't you
and then we
remember
were
the
good.
story of Penn and Teller? Because we booked tickets, but then realised that the tickets were the wrong date. We couldn't go because we had the helicopter flight. So we had to book the tickets again,
Rebook 'em.
which you didn't
Yeah.
turn up to. So
No, I was way too tired and wasted on the warp cores, guys. That's just let that be a lesson to you. If you can't handle your warp cores, you'll never get to see Penn and Teller.
I remember something else. Before we start, let me clear this. I've got an announcement to make because obviously it's been teased on social media, but I'm aware a lot of you are on social media. I'm in now a position to tell you about the next Brewverse challenge. So check this out. Now, I'll tell you what, you have no idea how long it took. I had to make that music from scratch using sheet music and then adding interviews. It was just a nightmare on MIDI and stuff as well. It's the first time I've done it, but I wanted a really good soundtrack. So I managed to get that because obviously you'd get copyright striked otherwise. So that's my own rendition of it. I have got a 3-minute version of that as well, which is going to be quite fun. But it's pretty repetitive. It just repeats again and again and again. But yeah, so we are going to be building the Jupiter 2. Which I've never built before. I think Lou's built twice, and I think Phil said he's built it 3 times before. So completely new to me. All singing, all dancing with the electrics and stuff like that. So I'm flying out to LA on the 25th, and I think we're going to start building it on the 26th. I don't think we're going to be filming on the 28th though, because I think we have an event to go to. But whatever we do, we're going to have this model built, and then we're going to be auctioning it for charity. So the 3 of us are building the same model. And then we're going to be auctioning it for charity. So you might want to tune in that week because we're going to be live streaming for quite a few hours each day. So you can see the progress of that. And you can see how we put this thing together as well. Now, what I would mention is if you want to build along with us, great idea if you're in America. Not such a good idea if you're in the UK. The reason being is because I thought to myself, perhaps it would be beneficial for me to get the Jupiter 2 model to look at, I'm being sensible, to see how it goes together and all of that. It's not available anywhere in the UK. Nowhere in the UK. I can get it from Poland, shipped here, but it's just a nightmare to get hold of. In America, you can get hold of it, but over here,
No go.
no chance. So if you know of anyone who can get a Jupiter 2 for a reasonable price over here, then please let me know. But yeah, I thought it'd be a good thing to see that. But I'm so looking forward to that because it's like doing the Star Trek refit, but all singing, all dancing. Because I've been watching Lou's videos, I've been watching Phil's videos as well on it, and it's such an impressive model when it's finished. I think it's a great model that Phil's chosen. So that's going to be the Brewverse challenge. We're building the Jupiter 2. I don't know if we're going to be sensible because alcohol's going to be involved, like it is tonight, and tools. I don't think that
They don't mix generally. That's probably why there's rules at work about not having a drink at work.
Oh, I think Mrs. Walder Wayne's back. Are you back? She's been at a book club tonight. I think they're reading 50 Shades of Grey or something. I don't know. Some Lady Chatterley's Lover.
Lady Chatterley's Lover. Well, going back to the classics there, just reaching back into antiquity. Fantastic.
Stumbled on the transporter, yeah. I pre-ordered him and the G.I. Joe Lara Croft figure. Wow. Hunter Burke, hey. Evening, Mrs. Walder Wayne. Everyone saying hello to Esther. What was that? Stand by. See what I mean? It just jumps 100 million things.
I just think you're going too crazy with your mouse. He's off on the wheel.
Yeah, I can't help myself. Blame the dropping frames on all the severe storms we've had. Wow.
Yeah, let's go with that.
That's El Nino. I wonder if Esther would allow this now. Probably. Actually, would you allow me and Russell to go to Vegas? I think I know the answer to that straight away. We stayed at the Mirage back in the 90s for a Matco tool distributor convention. Well,
Oh, mate, we stayed at so many different places.
this is funny, right? So we're drunk. Remember the monorail was all like laid out in Monster branding. You remember they had the Monster
That's
branding? So we're at the Hilton, but we passed the convention centre. Do you remember what they had on at the convention centre? And we just couldn't understand why.
Oh, was it something really mundane or something really?
Yeah, it was concrete. Do you remember?
Oh yeah,
it
the
was
concrete convention.
and it took up the whole
aggregate
convention.
guys were
And
in
I'm
this.
like,
It's like, what?
How can you have a whole convention center? This is a big old
I
convention
mean,
center.
the Romans
concrete.
invented concrete. How is there anything new in concrete? I don't know, but it must have been a blast. I can see. Well, to be honest, in hindsight, you can see why. If you were in concrete, you'd want to have a fun time in Vegas.
Unbelievable. That's something I've never seen before. Like a concrete convention filling out halls. It's crazy. I just got a bottle of that new Wilma Flintstone perfume. It's strong stuff. You only need to use a tiny bit. A little dabble do.
That was shocking.
Bell was a large white dog. Sebastian befriends him. German series dubbed in English, black and white. I don't remember that one.
It
It's the
was
60s.
tough enough getting through like the Dogtanian and the Three Muskehounds. Hounds. That was like a
Wonderful. Well, did you know
dubbed over
the people?
whatever.
The people who did.
Charlotte's on. Hey, Charlotte.
Hi, Charlotte.
Hey, sweetie.
How's it going? The people who did Dogtanian and Muskehounds are also the same people who did Around the World with Willy Fogg. But
Yeah.
the people who did Mysterious Cities of Gold aren't the same people who did that. They're the
they
same
look
people.
kind of-
They're the same people who did Ulysses. And
Yeah,
both of those
yeah.
companies are now really big studios. It's crazy.
Yeah, this is where people learn their craft, isn't
Yeah.
it? All the big directors and everyone moving on from shows like Masters of the Universe and all this, all the editors directing.
Yeah.
They all went on to do massive things. And
Hi,
it's-
Charlotte. Charlotte
crazy.
brought Gracie round to see Russell today.
Oh, I had baby snuggles tonight. It was she's beautiful, absolutely beautiful, perfect child.
Belle and Sebastian was a French live action series set in the French Alps. I remember Heidi.
Heidi, yeah, that wasn't in France, was it? Yeah. Where was she? Swiss Alps, obviously. Yeah. I know. What did she do? Just run around singing? No,
No,
I don't know what
Heidi
she
didn't
did. Yeah, but what
She-
was the show about? What was
She lived with her grandfather who made wood, and then she had to go to school, so they sent her to a school in Germany, in
Oh,
Frankfurt.
yeah, she didn't like
and
the
she met
school.
that-
That's right, yeah,
that,
yeah.
that blonde-haired girl.
She was more of
and
an
then she
outdoor
went-
kid.
Yeah,
More of
yeah,
an
yeah.
outdoor kid. Yeah, that's it. Yeah,
Oh,
I
Heidi.
remember now.
Yeah, I
Oh,
love
Heidi.
Heidi.
What a show.
But back then, what series I liked, which was German as well, but it was German-Canadian sort of mix. Huckleberry Finn and his friends.
Huckleberry Finn. Oh my God.
I'm looking back for the days that were slower.
Yeah,
when living
I remember
came
that.
easy and
I remember that was. I think
Sammy
I
Slider
watched more of Little House on the Prairie for like American Western kind of thing. Crying every week. God, just tragic stories all the time. I think they've done a remake of that recently, but I just can't bring myself to watch it.
always take an extra pair of socks with you when you play around the golf in case you get a hole in one. I'm lucky to hit the ball head. But I won't get a hole in a sock. Because if I get a hole in a sock, Mrs. Rodemain makes sure that I destroy them. I want the full 3 minutes. Luke,
Let's not talk about socks.
Luke, I tried to send it on the messenger chat, but it wouldn't let me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to email it to you, so you can have that.
There we go, Luke.
Yeah. The brown. What? I've been wanting to build the Jupiter 2. Yeah, trying to get hold of it is a living nightmare. I found a guy in Poland who was selling it for about £100. Shipped over here is about £107, but I think he's going to up the price of the postage. That's the best I've found. Otherwise, it's £250. It's crazy. But there's a guy in Florida selling them for £90, but it's like £90 shipping to get it over here. It's crazy.
You could probably just manufacture it yourself.
Yeah, I probably could. I probably could.
Yeah.
Wait, I was wondering, what was your career before you became a grandfather? Well, before I was doing YouTube, I worked with car servicing, and before that, I was in retail for how long?
Oh, well, donkeys is.
So I met Russell through Blockbuster
We
Video.
went into retail.
So yeah, I joined not 94. When did you join?
A couple of years before.
Yeah, so I was in Sainsbury's. I started in Sainsbury's in '89.
That's right. Yeah, you came to it.
And then I came
Blockbuster
from Sainsbury's in '94. So
That's
Russell was
right.
already there, and then we did the Blockbusters. Well, I was there till 2000. You had left after or before? I can't remember.
I left in 96, I want to say.
Yeah. So you left
98,
before me
something
then.
like that.
Yeah. I left in 2000. Then I worked at PC World. I was a manager for PC World. But we had some wild times.
Oh,
on
we've done
Blockbusters.
a lot of different work over the years.
Blockbusters was
jobs.
it was the best of times. It was the worst of times. No, I don't think there was a worst time.
It
We
was
had
the
a
best
cracking
of
time.
times. We were really lucky.
And I don't know if any of our past employees are on here, but I know some of Marianne. If you're here, hello, David,
Oh, hello. Mary,
Mr.
miss
G,
you.
Mark Goldsmith, hello. Because I did mention that Russell's here again. They probably haven't seen Russell for
Haven't
a long
seen me
time.
in 37 years,
And some of
maybe
our,
50.
And some of our old friends that used to work there, Dan Sanders. I know he's
not
probably
good
not
with math.
watching, but people just like the names being read out. And see, we were trying to think of some of the names we don't remember. Laura McKeague, I remember that from a Sunday.
Laura, John
Hunter, Ian Bloomfield.
Stephen Walters. Is it
Yeah,
Stephen Walters?
Steve Waters. Sean Crane.
Brajesh Patel.
Rajesh. Adam
Gibson.
Gibson. That's it.
And
Wow.
I don't remember any of the
Simon
managers.
Sanders.
They were awful.
Yeah. I was good. You bugger.
We had the best managers.
Your appraisals used to be in a pub, and every time you
Every time I went in for when I came out promoted, it was.
I'm promoted again, aren't I? You had more
I miss
promotions.
those days.
You had more promotions than the bloody Star Destroyer. Tarpedo's bloody Star Destroyer.
I earned it. Every penny. Who could put away more videos than me?
You went
no
to
one.
Star Trek experience as well. Star Trek experience was wicked. I only got to
so much
experience it once.
fun. I went a couple of times. Yeah,
I
it
only
was
got
so
to
good.
see it once.
Yeah, it was
so
such
cool.
fun.
See, look, Jupiter 2's on Amazon for 115, but that's America. Unless I get it sent to Spruverse's house, but you know, he's probably got about 10 of them anyway. You have to be joking, she says. No, because what we'll do is we'll go to the fabric shops for you and bring back fabric. She'll be like, no, you can take me.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure that would be a plan, surely. We'll have to go. Kelly won't go. Well, Kelly will probably be there at a conference at some point again in the next 2 years. So we'll all go out then.
My wife would make sure I was going
Share
and
her
probably
sweet.
telling me to lose myself over there. They needed the whole place to reinforce the importance of concrete. I mean, every day I'm looking past, just shaking my head, going, "How can you do?" And then you had different coloured concretes. I'm like, section. Let's go to the colour section. Let's go to-
Additives.
Yes.
That's what makes it super shiny.
How can you just have a convention just for? Oh, something's happened.
No idea.
We did
OBS studio
yeah, it just
reconnection.
reconnected. We have reconnected. I don't know what happened then. See, when
Stand by.
I'm just going to show technical. When it's green, it's good. When it's red, it's bad.
I get
Okay.
Green good.
yes.
Red bad.
Uh,
It's universal.
everyone remembers Bell and Sebastian. Right, I need to type that in now. So hang on.
That was
stand by.
Sebastian. Show me a
Bell
picture and it'll probably just
and Sebastian.
pop back in the old brain box there.
No.
No. Oh, it was like this live action.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was like a cartoon or something.
No,
Definitely don't remember that. No.
That's before our time.
Probably didn't come our way.
We had Jamie and the Magic Torch. Dun, 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 dun,
I mean, he was a brave
dun,
kid.
dun,
He had a magic torch. He'd shine it on the ground, then dive into the light spot. Now, if it wasn't magic, that's concussion every
Oh,
time.
there we go. Look, Marianne is here. Stuart Harmsworth. Yes, Stuart. I remember Stuart.
Hey guys.
Wow. Who else?
My lord. Well, we were a
was
small,
loads.
close cut team.
We
You know,
were, yeah. Those were the days.
We didn't have a high staff turnover.
No.
Tara and Simone and Dan.
Yeah.
Dan Green.
Yeah. Dan Green, yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. I'm just trying to think the Saturday crew.
Man,
We had a wild time.
we didn't really have that many. Everyone was pretty much. Most people were full time, and the part timers were. There was always endless amounts of shift work to do anyway, and people used to just come into work on their day off anyway. So we were just
it was
kind
the
of there
hangout place.
24.
It was the hangout
there
place,
all the
wasn't
time, playing games, watching movies, talking to our favourite customers.
If anyone's seen the Kevin Smith film Clerks, it was kind
that
of
was
like that.
pretty much us. Yeah.
That was what we were like.
We'd come randling in. Here comes Randall. He's a berserker,
There you
and
go.
all the other stuff. And yeah,
They heard you mention Jason the World Warriors. Great
Oh,
cartoons.
Jason the World Warriors.
So how did you see that? Because for us, that
What
was
a
on Fun
cartoon.
Factory on Sky.
yeah,
Did
Fun
you have that? Oh,
Factory.
you saw that?
Yeah. I think they had it on. Who was
I
Fun
don't remember
Factory? Was
it
it
being on
DJ
normal TV.
Cat?
Yeah,
On the,
this
was
is
he
the
Fun
DJ
Factory?
Cat
Yeah.
show. You
It was
remember
all
DJ
very.
Cat? Holy crap.
Yeah,
They
DJ
had the
Cat.
Musketeers on.
Because I think I'm not sure. Correct me if I'm wrong, community, but I think DJ Cat and the lady who was with him, can't remember her name, who was hosting the show.
That was a Dutch show,
I
I
think
think.
they were Dutch.
Yeah,
I think it was all Dutch.
show,
you know.
yeah.
And the whole thing was interspersed with Dutch Kellogg's adverts for Smacks.
Yeah.
And there was like, it was all, look at the whole lot of Smacks from Splex Distinctive, and all those things that it just, and at the end it was we knew it was a Kellogg's advert, but it was
It was
Yeah.
cool.
I don't know why it was all
I did
interspersed
see-
like that.
Again, I saw
The early days.
I
of,
saw that Jupiter 2 for 124, but it's America.
No
and
way.
you should see what the postage is to England. It's crazy. The last box of DeLorean's on the way. No more boxes. Got everything to finish my Millennium Falcon and DeLorean. Oh, good luck building that. Take care, Ian. Wayne
See
is
you.
trying to bribe Mrs. World away with fabric. I bribe Mrs. World away with fabric all the time for everything.
There's no other currency in the house.
No, I can offer a £20 or some Liberty. Oh, I know this. £20 or some Tilda fabrics.
Tilda Fabrics.
Yeah.
Wins every time.
And she says, the fact that you know what a Tilda fabric is, I want you more. She said.
And then he wakes up and has his cornflakes.
I go, look, you need tools to prepare, mix and pour and transport and make holes and remove all concrete. Yeah, does it take up a whole convention centre? This is not some small convention centre. This
Is that like a
enormous.
week's worth of? And they're like, how much is this?
Yeah,
it's
we
probably £1.
we are at the moment losing and reconnecting, just so you know. I don't know why. I've got no idea. That's not me. It's not me. I think it's the internet's playing up or something. We're back
Atmospherics.
again now. So yeah, atmospherics.
We can hear you now.
But yeah,
we can hear
I
you
can
now.
see you now. So you used to be a tap dancer, but I got fed up falling in the sink all the time.
Oh God.
It is buffering. Yeah, I don't know what's going on tonight. That's the second time it's done that, according to this. So don't know.
Right. We
Don't
need to
know.
check our tech before you go again next week.
But the tech's working. I said, look, I haven't dropped any frames, but it's the OBS which is logging
been
out,
green
which
the whole
means
time.
it means it's not communicating with the server. So I don't know.
Maybe it's their server then. Yeah.
Bring back Top Cat and Roadrunner. You know, Top Cat was called Boss Cat
Cat.
over here because we already had a brand called Top Cat, so we weren't allowed to use it. Pretty crazy
I
stuff.
remember Top
There's,
Cat,
a,
yeah.
there's a useless bit of knowledge for you. Didn't even get Glenn Michael's cartoon Cavalcade.
Cavalcade.
Cavalcade?
Cavalcade. I don't remember that. No.
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 You
No.
remember Touche
Don't remember
Turtle?
Cavalcade. No.
Touche Turtle?
Touche Turtle.
Dum Dum? Batfink and Karate?
Yeah. Like, they were all. What, is that all Hanna-Barbera stuff? Is it? Yeah. Oh, you know, Captain Caveman. Yeah.
Yeah.
The Angels. Zowie. Yeah. Fantastic
Zowie.
stuff. Yeah. Brilliant. Wacky races.
I've heard we've got storms coming our way, Chris. We had them this morning as well.
Boo.
So,
Yeah, we don't
what
like
is
storms.
Tilda fabric? It's like Liberty fabric, but you probably it's a.
If
very
you don't know what
expensive-
Liberty fabric is, then we can't explain it to you.
it's very expensive fabric that Mrs. Rhoda Wayne seems to somehow source. so you know,
It's from the old Silk Road. We get it from thousands of miles away.
Upstairs, and I think,
Cost
you
a
know what?
fortune.
You know what? I've done a good day. I think I'm going to have a nice drink of water and a nice dinner. And I opened the cupboards and it's just fabric. So I thought, I turned on the taps and they're not working because there's fabric underneath it. It's like the whole house is fabric.
It's fabric.
She is
Fabric
the
everywhere.
King Midas of fabric. Does it take longer to watch concrete dry than it does to watch paint dry? I don't know. I've never watched concrete
That's
dry.
easy.
Is the Ethernet cable still good? It's very good. It's very, very good. I'm looking at it now. It's very good. There's no droppage. unless I look at the whole thing. But seriously, I've not dropped any frames.
We
So,
haven't dropped anything this end.
What did Yoda say when he saw himself in 4K? HDMI.
I heard that one the other day.
Got any new 4K movies? Yes, I have. Funny you say that, Ferrari 2000G. I actually bought F1 the movie. I got Deadpool, and I got, what was the other one? Oh, I put Aliens back so I could get F1 the movie, and I watched it the other night. What the frick was it?
Smiley Clowns of Happy Town.
No, I
No.
bought 3 films. Mrs. Rhoda Wayne, help me. What did I watch the other night?
This is what happens when you become a movie aficionado. You watch so
I bought 3
many.
films.
They-
I can't remember. I bought F1 the movie, a Deadpool, and I bought something else. No, it's gone.
Yeah, it's gone.
I bought a few. But I put Aliens back because I thought, you know,
Blu-ray. Back on
Aliens
the
for me.
Blu-ray.
You know what? I want to get Bond, but I've only just found out that the 4K Bond only covers Sean Connery. There's no 4K Blu-rays for the Roger Moore eras. And also,
Do we want to see Roger Moore in 4K? Maybe that's the question.
Phil's film, the Doctor Who movie from 1996, that's available in the UK on 4K Blu-ray, but it's not available in America, which I think is pretty crazy as well.
Soon.
Wayne is now a man of the cloth, yeah, literally. Yes, Johnny, you need to polish it to protect from rain and cold during curing. Is this the concrete? Was it
We
loose?
started. We had no idea there was such a load of concrete aficionados in your community.
If you add
Everyone
chalk
knows
into
about
concrete, it would dry faster. Yeah, but surely it would be
won't
more
be
fragile.
As fragile. Yeah.
Tilda fabric is my favourite, you see. She loves a bit of Tilda. Now, for me, Tilda's a rice. Tilda rice?
Yeah.
Yeah. Tuna fabric, never heard of it.
There it is.
This time of year, storms hit here about 3 p.m. every day. Wow.
Where are you?
Florida's like that.
Oh, where are you, David? David Drennan?
Concrete is used in dental care too. Bet you can't guess where it's not in a filling. Concrete. Where would you use concrete in
Dental care.
dentistry?
I've got no idea.
Well, it'd be the mouth, surely.
You think?
Well,
Well, there you go. We Sherlocked our way out of that one.
concrete is used in dental care, but not for fillings. Well, it has to be the mouth area. Don't it still with anything else?
Maybe it's one of the tools.
Unless you're one of those dentists offering extra services. You've lost me, Chris. I don't know where concrete can be used if it's not for fillings.
Hong Kong Fooey. Ah, Adrian James. Yes.
Concrete. I know what it's used for. I bet you any money it's used for moulds.
Mold. Yeah.
Molds. It's
That
got to
makes
have
sense.
some sort of concrete mix.
Yeah.
That's probably
Could
what
be.
it is.
Could be.
That was a moment of clarity there. And Hong Kong Fooey.
Yeah. He was the #1 super guy.
He was quicker than the human eye. He's been doing it all night.
It just goes to show how good they were. We wouldn't remember this stuff if it wasn't catchy and snappy and everything was really good.
Just been working on a couple of small prints to allow the orca cage to flat pack on the deck. Video will be up Monday. Hopefully what I'm doing will work. I think a lot of people are going to be doing their own mods for that. So it's going to be
Yeah.
interesting to see what comes up of that.
Good luck with that Will's Workshop.
I don't know how in the world Wayne has any free time to watch movies. Oh, I do. Trust me. I watch too many movies. But it's bugging me now that I watched this movie like yesterday.
The magic of AI.
How can I have
We're
forgotten?
not actually
what I
here.
watched
This isn't
yesterday?
Wayne. This is his life decoy duplicate.
It's weird. I can't understand what I don't know.
It'll come back to you.
Wasn't sure if Glenn Michaels' cartoon Cavalcade was
Cavalcade.
How'd you pronounce
No,
that?
Cavalcade.
Cavalcade.
No, we
Yeah.
never. I never saw Cavalcade.
What does that mean, cavalcade? That's a word I ain't heard in a long time. Now there's a word I haven't heard in a
Long time. Yes.
Cavalcade. Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't know. Charleston, South Carolina. There you go. So
Ah,
you're on the
Charleston.
Florida side of the world. Is that to get rid of the awkward customers? Yeah. And don't call me Shirley. Is it for mold? I reckon it's mold, surely. It's got to be for the molds.
Could be. Yeah. Dentist car park. Nice one. Yes.
That's where they find Richard III.
It's in toothpaste.
What,
Ah.
concrete and toothpaste? They used to secure braces, Mrs. Rodaway says.
Ah,
I bet
used
she's
to
AI'd
braces.
it.
Ah.
Well, we'll see. Chinese Kung Fu clothes are in silk and some other fabric.
Nice.
I think it's just silk. This stream is hilarious though. It always is. We don't. This is what it's like all the time. Normally, for us.
every day.
even without the alcohol. The alcohol.
Alcohol, I think you'll find.
Yeah, alcohol. Yeah, we always like this. And normally we're talking civilized now, but we normally talk in film quotes. Have you noticed that as well? Sometimes we have complete conversations in film quotes.
Well, you used to have days like that at Blockbuster. You get through the entire day on just quotes, try to jam in quotes with every customer you spoke to. We'd pick a few movies. It's like you had to only reply or somehow get in specific quotes to conversations for the whole day.
Was you
Yeah,
you
it's
ever
fun.
working at Blockbusters when we had the break-ins?
Only when we were doing the break-ins.
Yeah, I don't think you was. I just find it funny that we only had break-ins after you left.
I wasn't even in the country. Man. Certainly wasn't me. And besides, what have I got? What
Oh, I
movie
missed
had to
your
steal?
answer to the dentist question. Oh, stand by.
that?
I saw car park. Was it
Chris
car
Hurst.
park?
I think that was further
Is
up.
it, no, he said.
Is it for false teeth?
No, that's what Mark Poppin. He's asking Chris. Hurst.
Chris.
Is that to get rid of? No, someone's asking him. Hang on. Oh, that chat's
Oh, we're all
disappearing.
over the.
Can
all
you
over the
say it
place.
again, please, Chris? Because I didn't see it. What was your answer?
We've got serious technical problems this
Yeah,
end.
it's not
We've
brought it up.
lost the power of reading.
Could you write the answer 5 times? So I might be able to pick it up because
Yeah, right.
It's
Right.
not
Yeah,
showing.
just go to the bottom of the feed.
Yeah.
Click that arrow. Just stop mousing it.
Yeah, I don't know. Now I don't know. Chris, you missed my answer to
yeah,
the question. Yeah, I missed your answer to the question, but
Yeah,
I
there you go.
didn't miss your calling me out for missing your answer to the question. Does that make sense? It's not there. It's not there.
No, it's not.
Damn it, Jim.
For God's sake, Jim, I'm a doctor, not a oh.
Chris says concrete is used in dental care too. Bet you can't get no. I've answered
Yeah,
that
yeah. Well,
question.
we're trying. Yeah,
But there's no other message on it. Look.
it's not there, is it?
No.
Car park.
No.
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 Chris Hurst, Mark's popping leaf. Nice try, but no.
No.
You missed the answer to the question. No, there's no other question. It's used to fill the root tip of a dead tooth during dental
Surgery.
surgery.
Ah,
Oh.
there we go.
Oh, God.
Whew, another mystery solved. Way to go, gang.
Yeah, but surely there must be
Scooby-Doo
some
and his
sort of
guys couldn't have
concrete
done
stuff
better.
in the moulds. That feels like concrete when they stick it in your mouth.
Who knows?
Or is that like plasticine? I don't know. I think it's a bit tight. They haven't supplied Phil a copy of Doctor Who the movie just out of courtesy. Yeah. Crazy.
Yeah.
Everybody here are like a group of gangs, Yakuza.
Yeah, we don't want to mess with the Yakuza, that's for sure.
Well, I didn't know that. But I thought that I thought, you know, I know nothing about dentistry, but I thought that that's something that they don't like doing now, the root canal thing. Because the root canal thing is theoretically, am I right, leaving a dead tooth in your mouth?
Don't they pull
Because
it?
because if they're filling
Oh,
a root
they're
canal,
just dead.
the tooth's dead.
Yeah.
There's nothing feeding it anymore. So I don't know.
So why leave it in there?
I don't
Just
know.
for cosmetics, just
I don't know.
cosmetic look. So you don't lose a tooth. That's all.
Chris is the dentist. He'll know the answers to these questions.
Back in the 80s, there used to be
Back in the 80s, there used to be an eccentric guy just outside Harlow, Matching Green, who used to make concrete statues for his garden. He was on TV for making himself some concrete dentures.
nice, better than wooden ones, I suppose. Yeah.
Concrete takes 28 days to cure, about the same amount of time. Well, I learned the other day that concrete doesn't fully cure for 50 years. Did you know that?
Fully cure.
Fully cure. Fully, completely cure, 50 years.
50 years.
Yeah.
That seems excessive. Yeah.
There you go. Yeah. Well, I
plant
didn't
roots,
see that
I
comment. It's weird. Perhaps, wait a minute. You know what it is? Perhaps that's Top Chat. I don't know what
Chris
Live
says it
Chat.
heats up too much for moulds. That's why you can't use it in the moulds.
Ah,
Yeah.
okay. I think, look, this is the problem.
Oh, and there you go. A
Yeah.
dead root is far stronger than
Yeah.
any implant.
Right, okay, I found the problem.
That's
The
why you
problem
leave it
is
in
that
there.
the chat in the pop-up chat has now got a drop-down box that you didn't know about. You had Top Chat and you had Live Chat. Now I'm on Live Chat. I'm seeing everyone's comments. So I apologise if I have missed comments. We didn't
You
do it.
dumbass.
I'm blaming the rum again.
We're going to blame the rum for most things this evening.
Chris, yeah, okay, I got that. No, it heats up too much for moulds. A dead
there
root
you
is
go.
far stronger than any implant.
There you go. Simple.
Okay.
See? It's all method in the science.
I've never had any of that. I mean, I've still got all my teeth. The only ones I've had pulled are my wisdom teeth.
If something goes bad, I just go down to Guildhall and let someone crack me, and that's it.
You pick a fight.
Done. It's all free.
Pick a fight.
Pick a fight with the
Did
biggest
you
guy
score
there.
my point? Yes, I did.
Yes,
actually.
I did. Yes, it was me 100%. Hit me this side.
Oh, bless. God. See, Chris, I've met Chris. I've been to Chris's house. I said to him, "You must have some funny stories being a dentist of who you had." He's had some famous people as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, but is
anyone famous? Yeah, Chris. Are they biters? Who's a biter? Or do you just gas them out and they just don't even know?
But from just what I saw your comment earlier, does that mean that you're now working again, Lou? Because you are waiting for planning or something, and now the admin's passed, and now they're getting on. So Lou's having his carport converted to another room because the Lou Museum, because he's like me, he's got hundreds of models, and
No
his
space.
room is now full.
Yeah.
So he's moving into the carport, so he's having a lot of work done at the moment. But which is why I know about the concrete. So after this stream, we are now concrete. I can't believe how much we've talked about concrete tonight.
Who knew
That wasn't
that
on my
it would
bingo
go
card.
to such a, it's just, I think we've been everywhere this evening, from movies to Vegas to concrete to, it's all part of the great circle of life.
That wasn't part of my bingo card tonight at all. Talking about concrete.
From Con Air to concrete, this one's got it all. It's got it all.
Implants are a very expensive poor replacement for teeth. Did you know that? Wow. If you use concrete for dentistry, wouldn't that mean you have rocks in your head? Oh, mess. Most famous people are scared. Yeah, I can believe that.
Everybody's scared of the dentist. Most people are.
I had false teeth, had all teeth out 10 years ago, but I thought I was leaving her bit by bit. Take care, John. See you later, mate.
Good night, John.
The concrete's in and it's curing. Oh, bless.
Ah, sweet.
So it's going to look pretty impressive. See, Lou's got the race because Lou's coming out to LA. So all of this needs to be done before.
Before you get,
before he gets to LA. So it's interesting.
Well,
Isn't it? And then when he gets back, he's going to be itching to move things into it, I'm guessing. It's going to be like a new toy for you, Lou. You'll be running around moving things. Actually, you're going to remodel everything. Your whole studio is going to be like moved, I'm guessing. It'll be like, we'll have the robot area, we'll have the ship area, we'll have the figurine area. Or am I reading far too much into this?
You've made it way more complicated than Lou wanted it to be. He just wanted more space for stuff.
The walls arrive on Tuesday. That's always the big thing. If you want to build it, you want to build a room. Important. Have walls.
Have walls. Yes, that's one of the biggies.
Take care, every. Oh, well, that's been wild. We've had a fun night tonight.
That was an hour? That flew by.
I know it always does fly by.
Christ.
But thank you for joining us tonight. I said next week I am here, and Sunday I'm here as well. So I'll be doing the member stream. We're going to go back to the Ferrari 330 on Sunday, which is probably it's the hardest build I've ever done.
Yeah.
So you can imagine every Sunday I'm stressed to hell, but it amuses people. So
That's what the booze is for.
Absolutely.
Just have a little nip before
I
you
did Barrel
you
Man.
get
It's
building.
very sad news. Very sad news. But anyway, so I hope you've enjoyed that stream tonight. Take care of yourselves, everyone, and I'll see you later. Bye.